Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at the hands and feet for Cang Toys Combiner Thunder King, or their Predator King. Just get it out of the way, you actually get 2 collector's card for the feet. Yes, you do. They even have specs. But let's start with the hands, because no one is going to watch the whole video and wait for the hands otherwise. They are really good looking. They are stiff jointed, and you can really make them hold something you want them to hold. And I can fold it up. It actually makes a very nice fist, if that's something you're into. And these spikes are just gorgeous. Now, if you want to transform this, you can. And it's going to join the other hand in transformation, not in matrimony, but in transformation. Let's just do that, shall we? Splay that out. We take this little piece, fold it down, bring everything else with it, and now we're going to fold this little piece that way. There are sliders in here, and you fold that in. You fold that arm out to the side, and we're almost done. Fold this up, and you have to turn that around and then peg this down, and you're done with one side. Now, we have to combine these two. So let's. And there you have a crab. I mean, I've heard of crabby hands, but this was way out there. It looks fairly good, I think. Can actually, came loose. Angle them a bit. You have the eyes there. You have the, I don't know, butt flaps. Or flaps. And you have the legs that you can, of course, articulate just as you can the fingers. It's a tiny little scorponok. You can, of course, open and close the claws. You can move them. They tend to pop out, but you can. And since this is two different things, they actually hinge together here, which is kind of nice. But that's how that looks. So, there you have Krabby, or what you want to call him. Before we move away from the hand, totally, I'm going to do a comparison with oversized Feral Rex. And even if it's oversized, it's way smaller. And I think this looks better in so many ways. Even though I like this hand still, I do prefer this one. I just wish I could remove this eye because it looks strange. Both of the feet can turn into robots and a wolf. And we're going to take a look at that as quick as we can. They are fairly similar. This one has a damaged eye, which looks kind of cool. And in wolf mode, the wolf also has the same eye damaged. The other one doesn't. And this is the 7th number in this set. I don't know. You have a lot of backpack here due to the fact that you have the wolf head and the combiner foot attachment here. articulation, you can rotate the head. You have 90-degree at the arm or shoulder there. You have bicep rotation. You can fold the arms a bit more than 90 degrees. The hands themselves are just on one peg, so no real articulation there, but you can rotate them. But if you do, like I did now, you have to be very careful to put them back where they should be, or your transformation will be the more difficult. You can go up to there. You can invert the leg, the knee if you want to, more for transformation than anything else. He can do the Motormaster splits, and not that much back due to this little combiner ankle, or whatever you want to call it. His knee can go full bend almost. Well, it is 90 degree, but it looks like it's full bend because of, well, you know. The foot can tilt. It can go back a ways, so it looks like he's walking. Not that much forward, unfortunately, but the toe is tiltable. And you can, you can turn it around, of course, if you want to as well. So that's it for articulation. Okay, let's get this one into wolf mode. You unpeg the head here, like so. You turn it around, so it's looking right at you. Sorry, that's supposed to be like that. That's supposed to be in. And this is supposed to be out, so you can turn the head all the way in. You rotate the wolf head. You flip this panel out. And when the wolf head is in place, you angle this up and tab it in on that little neck of his. So it looks something like that. I'm gonna fold these out of the way for now, because now we're going to do the arms. And this is where the problem lies, because you have to do things to get other things done, then you have to undo what you did, and those can be really stiff. So fold down the wolf leg, then fold the hand up, fold the leg forward, and then fold that in. Press that down and tap this leg into that port. One leg's done. And now you're done with the upper body. We can turn these over just to get them out of the way. Okay, let's do this leg, shall we? Fold it up to the side, rotate it around so it comes to the outer position. You can see the difference here. It should be on the outer position, not the inner. You rotate the leg down. You hinge this up as much as you can. Fold the little heels up. I already rotated that, sorry. Like so. And that's one leg done. Now we're going to bring in the first accessory, and I forgot to show this in robot mode, but it's his gun, and the gun can also function as a waggly tail. Yay! And this is going to slide in there. And to do that, I actually have to operate this. Now there, it's in there. It's going to stay there forever. And now he has a little tail. Close the legs up as much as you want to. And then you have him in wolf mode. And he's kinda nice. Kinda. He has a nice face. You can. Oh, I always untab him when I do that. You can open the mouth. So he can growl at you. It looks good. You can see the scar there. The arms or front legs have the same articulation they did in robot mode. You can angle these turret guns on his back up and down. The legs here go to the side and up and down like they did in robot mode, but now you have the addition of actually angling these little feet as well. So that is him in wolf mode. I don't really know what more to say about it, so let's get transformed into a foot, so this won't be a 2-hour video, shall we? Now, there is a point in doing the legs first, because they are going to be fiddly, because everything will crash into those red things there. So I'm going to fold this out. This is going to fold down, and it's going to peg in on that little peg there. And if you don't have them aligned, it won't go on, but now it did, so that's good. The other piece on the front side of the leg goes and locks the other side in. Stop it. You angle this up and over and push it in as far as you can. Fold the heel down and fold the foot in like so. Now you come to underneath the underside, and you're going to push this, and this is a bit, you have to be really manhandling this. And now it's in. That's how you want that looking. Now that you got both legs hooked on that middle piece, you get your first little security thing, and it's from Thorila's hammer, and you slide that on here. Like that, and then you pull these down, and they will just go into the knees and secure everything in place. And slide that little tail on. There will be different configurations for this, and I will show that later on. Now we come to the front. And I'm going to do the head first. You can, if you want to, have the head, the wolf head, hanging down between the front toes. But if you want a cleaner look or a 3-pronged foot, you have to get rid of this head. And I think this just looks strange. I mean, I don't want a wolf head between my toes. So I'm gonna fold that down, push that down as much as I can. Oh, I have to close the mouth for this. And now this little tab is going on that red piece. like so. And this is a cleaner look, in my opinion. Now, let's get the arms transformed. And now we have to go in again and open up to close something up. And, well, we open those up. We untap those. You move the hand out. Quite stiff. And you pull the feet back, and then you push the arm in again and close that up, like so. And before we continue, we angle it to the side, because now we're going to get those out of the way, and we have one on this side as well, on the upper side. So let's angle those out, shall we? Now we can, where are we? Oh yes, there, we can angle that back. You tab this in to that little tab down here. We can fold this so you can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, if I don't kick the camera too hard. And this is more difficult on this one than on the other one, because the chest pieces that we fold out are a bit of a different mold. But when you get it, you get it. And now I did. Yay. And then you push this down. The last thing you want to do is angle, not the tail, but this down, so that port goes on that tab, like so. And now we've done one side. We just need to get this little piece, and this is from Thorilla's hammer as well. At least 2 of them are, because you get 4. And they are supposed to peg in down here to create more stability. And they do. Now you've got one arm done. Now, as I said earlier, you have a different configurations for this one. If you don't want it sticking out at back, and you don't want this beautiful 2-pronged toe, you can actually attach this here as a 3rd toe. What you need to do is to rotate it like so, and then just slide it on here, and now you have a 3-pronged toe and a foot done. But before we put it away, we need a little stabilizing piece, and that goes on a little peg there. And now the combiner hinge is fairly locked into place. It can move to the side, of course, but which one is this one? Yeah, it can move to the side, but no. You also have a bit of rotation, which is strange, but you do. And if we come to the other side, it actually has 3 points that it's going to stand on. This, this, and this. You do get some adhesive rubbery stuff so it won't slide. You get 4 of them. You're supposed to put them up here and on the back side of the wolf's paws, but since we don't use that, and these don't really stand on the ground at all, I don't know what's the point, so I'll be putting them there, there, and there. Because this is going to be rubbed off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So for my conclusion, it's nice that they made a bot out of everything and a crab out of the hands. It's a nice touch, and I like options. But they didn't have to do that. They really didn't. And it's not like I'm going to use these bots because I don't really consider them Predacons. Unlike with Thorilla, which I actually thought added something to the team. These add things like nice feet and nice hands, but two identical wolf modes? I don't know. Cang toys usually make high quality things. These feel a little bit more on the cheap side and light side, even though they are quite heavy, but maybe that's just me being spoiled with everything else on this combiner. I'm not going to give them a score, I'm not going to give them a recommendation because they come with other bots, so it's not a self-purchase. You get them whether you want them or not, if you want the other bots. So I'm just going to say, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.